Hi dear cricket fans, welcome to Cricket Happenings. This is your host Ram here. And what a match we had here today at the Melbourne Cricket Ground called the MCG. The first one-day international match between Sri Lanka and Australia. Cricket as a game of gross uncertainty was in full evidence today at the MCG, where Sri Lanka defeated Australia by one wicket in the first one-day international after Sri Lanka from a hopeless position of 108 for 7 in the 26th over went on to win the match through a world record 9th wicket partnership in one-day internationals of 132 between Angelo Mathews and Lasith Malinga, which broke the existing record held by India for 27 years in one-day internationals. Australia won the toss and chose to bat, and openers Watson and Haddin put on a 30-run opening stand when Malinga removed Watson for 10 of 20 balls. Clark and Haddin then got into a 55-run partnership for the second wicket, with Haddin striking some sweet boundaries. Pereira rocked the top order by first getting Clark caught brilliantly by Sangakkara for 27 of 31 balls with 3 fours. Haddin was caught at point by Dilshan for 49 of 55 balls with 8 fours, and the very next delivery, Cameron White's timber was rattled for a first ball duck, and Australia were reduced to 88 for 4 after 19 overs. Mike Hussey and Sean Marsh then played the bowlers circumspectly without taking any risks and pushed the score mainly by taking singles to 155 in the 36th over when off-spinner Suraj Ranadive broke the stand by getting Marsh caught behind for 31 of 53 balls with no boundaries. Another 23 runs got added to the total, with Steve Smith joining Hussey. But Pereira had Smith caught behind for 12 of 15 balls with 1 4. Johnson's stumps were shattered by Kulashekara for 10 of 17 balls. Hastings became Pereira's fifth victim to be out for 16 of 15 balls with 1 4. Hussey remained not out on a sedate 71 of 91 balls with only 1 4. And debutant spinner Xavier Doherty was not out on 3. And Australia's score read 239 for 8 of 50 overs. Now, let's look at the bowling figures as far as Sri Lanka were concerned. Lasith Malinga, 10 overs, no maiden, 1 for 39. Kulashekara, 10 overs, no maiden, 1 for 60. Very costly. Thisara Pereira, the best of the lot, 8 overs, no maiden, 5 for 46. His first 5-wicket haul in one-day international cricket for Thisara Pereira. Muralidharan, 9 overs, no maiden, none for 36. Suraj Ranadive, ever impressive, 9 overs, no maiden, 1 for 35. And Tilakathan Dilshan, 4 overs, no maiden, none for 17. Just look at the way Sri Lanka replied. Sri Lanka in their chase lost both the openers cheaply, with Dilshan the first to go, pulling Siddle to be out for 7 of 6 balls with 1 4, and Taranga was run out for 3 of 18 balls, and the score at 19 for 2 in the 6th over for Sri Lanka. A 54-run partnership between Sangakkara and Jayawardene improved matters, with Jayawardene stroking the ball perfectly and Sangakkara also looking very, very good. Debutant left-arm spinner Xavier Doherty met with immediate success for Australia in his first over by bowling Jayawardene with an arm ball for 19 of 27 balls with 2 fours, and Doherty, obviously motivated, went on to take 2 more quick wickets by first getting the free-stroking Sangakkara ball for 49 of 46 balls with 6 fours, and before that Chamara Silva was also a victim of Doherty for 4 of 8 balls. Johnson castled Pereira for a duck. Ranadive was run out for 10, and Doherty picked up his 4th victim by trapping Kulashekara LBW for a duck to reduce Sri Lanka to 108 for 8, and Australia would have thought they would get some spare time for the day after finishing the match, but Mathews playing very responsibly and striking some wonderful boundaries, and Malinga complimenting him with some hefty blows for 6s and 4s turned the match Sri Lanka's way. The Australian bowlers not expecting such heroics from the Lankan batsman. Malinga went on to his first one-day international 50 and is out for 56 of 48 balls with 6 fours and 2 sixes with 3 to go for Lanka to win the match. And there was some there was a real rooting as far as Sri Lankan fans were concerned, and Sri Lankan fans were really a bit worried because Muthaiya Muralidharan walked in 3 runs to get on 1 wicket in hand, but Murali kept his cool, stroked the 4, and Lanka had won a great match by 1 wicket, with Angelo Mathews, the man of the match, not out on 77 of 84 balls with 8 fours and 1 6. A wonderful knock from Angelo Mathews. And well, let me also tell you the bowling figures here. As far as the bowling figures were concerned, Mitchell Johnson, in fact Sri Lanka got this victory. It was a 1-wicket victory, and they got to the victory in the 45th over. Absolute history here at the MCG today. Mitchell Johnson, 10 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 68. Very costly. Peter Siddle's 8 overs, no maiden, 1 for 51. Shane Watson, 6.2 overs, no maiden, none for 39. Hastings, 6 overs, no maiden, none for 27. Xavier Doherty was the best among the lot today. 10 overs, 1 made and 4 for 46. A wonderful debut for Xavier Doherty, the left-arm spinner. I thought he bowled really well. Stephen Smith, 3 overs, none for 8. And Michael Clarke, 1 over for 2 runs. Let me tell you one thing here, dear cricket fans. It was a riddle to me that Steve Smith was not into operations. Stephen Smith bowled just 3 overs for 8 runs. Probably, in fact, I would rather feel that Michael Clarke, the captain, would have felt probably the way Lasith Malinga was stroking the ball, probably he would have thought that maybe Lasith Malinga might hit him for a few hefty blows and probably would take the match away. But well, it didn't really matter for Lasith Malinga and Angelo Mathews. After 27 years, this was a world record which was standing in India's name, and this one would remember. India would definitely fondly remember that, because India won the 1983 World Cup, and that was the match against Zimbabwe when Kapil Dev scored 175. One would remember, and that was a stand between the former wicketkeeper Syed Kirmani, and former speedster Kapil Dev, the great all-rounder. So that was this record was standing for 27 years, and today Angelo Mathews and Lasith Malinga from Sri Lanka broke this record, and what a way to do it. I mean, nobody would have even given them a chance, and 108 for 7 with Angelo Mathews and Lasith Malinga at the crease. Let's talk about how Lasith Malinga and Angelo Mathews went about their task. Well, they first Lasith Malinga came in, blocked a few and just waited. And then the power play was the one where Angelo Mathews had a word with Malinga, and both of them really started going for the bowling. And each and every stroke, let me tell you, Angelo Mathews was looking absolutely powerful. He was absolutely hitting the ball very cleanly. And Lasith Malinga, well, we know that he can hit a few hefty blows, but today he showed what he could really do. He really played as an all-rounder today. The way he was stroking the ball, he hit some spinners for a 6, then he also hit Mitchell Johnson for a wonderful 6. And one of the 6s that Angelo Mathews hit was superb. That was of Hastings. He just came on the front foot and stroked the ball wonderfully on the offside for a 6. And there were some beautiful boundaries. The pulling of Angelo Mathews was superb. As far as Malinga was concerned, Malinga was scoring a lot of boundaries, and he was also clubbing the ball. When he used to club the ball for 6s, that was a real sight to watch, because there was a real awesome power in that. And one of the strokes that Angelo Mathews was playing, it was a very good turn of the wrist. I would say there was a lot of wristy work in his stroke making, and he was looking absolutely wonderful. And let me tell you, I am looking at Angelo Mathews as a player to really watch when the World Cup 2011 is going to be there, as far as Sri Lanka is concerned. And now what Angelo Mathews has done, I definitely said that, if you remember in my preview, dear cricket fans, that Angelo Mathews playing a good innings and getting a good opportunity in Australia, and this is what he has really taken, and he has really shown the world what Angelo Mathews is capable of. Let me tell you, the opposition would be wary of this man, Angelo Mathews of Sri Lanka. He was the man of the match today, and what a knock he played. And Lasith Malinga, let us compliment Lasith Malinga too for the wonderful support he gave today. Well, nobody would have even given them a chance. 108 for 8, everything going. But as I said, cricket, as we know, is a game of gross uncertainties. And today, it was totally evident there at the MCG cricket ground, where Angelo Mathews, along with Lasith Malinga, put up that 132-run world record stand for the 9th wicket and took Sri Lanka to a memorable victory in the first one-day international at the MCG, and they go one up in the series. They already won the one-off 2020 KFC Cup against Australia, and they have also taken the first of the 3 one-day internationals. And the second one-day international would be there on 5th of November at the Sydney Cricket Ground, called the SCG. That's it, dear cricket fans, subscribers and fans of Cricket Happenings. Thanks for your wonderful support every time. This is Ram signing off. Thank you.